NBA player whose entire career depended on his body only healed when he ditched every single physical treatment and went directly to the root cause, which was in his mind the entire time. That's the proof.
The root cause of the problem. Mentally, what happened to him at some point, he could not get over it. He had to learn how to sit and relax and control his mind and get to a place where he stopped letting his body control him and he let his mind control everything else. No different than how you guys should be living your everyday life. My mother had cancer in 2014. They told her she had about a year to live. She said she wasn't ready to die. People are always asking me, well, how do you know how much time someone has to live? I always say it depends on how bad the person wants to live. That is the biggest factor I can ever give you. If you look at someone right now, people coming from the hospital, coming from wherever, nursing homes, wherever, and they come to hospice and they say, well, Henry, this person has a day, this person has a month, this person has 6 months. I always say, I look at them. Do you want to live? The answer is no. Whatever you told me, I can almost guarantee to cut it in half. Almost every time. The will to live is the most powerful thing similar to this. It's a lot of it really is in your mind. And you're saying, well, Henry, that's not a Christian basis. And yeah, there's a time and a place for all of that. And when it is your time, it will be your time. But I'm telling you, how you think controls your output and how you think controls your life. And if you believe that, you can control whatever happens to you. They don't want you to believe that. They don't want you to believe that. They want you to think that this is where you are, where you will be. And you all have bought into that narrative. And this is a prime example of if you can get out of your own head, if you can get out of your own way. I had a hospice patient tell me that. When I wrote the book, The Last Room, 30 Lessons I've Learned from Hospice Patients, one patient told me, your biggest issue is going to be you're not as big as you know you can be because you're the one that's in your own way. And I had to take a step back and say, wait a minute, how do you know that? Like, how do you even feel that energy? And he says, well, you can just tell. He said, you're here, you're talking to me. And this was the first time a patient ever told me this when I actually had to think about it. You're sitting here with me. There's no other owner in America that will come sit with a patient. I said, I genuinely love doing this. That's not scalable. Do you love doing it or do you think you have to do it? Is there some connection you have to families? I said, for me, I just love to do it. He said, that's great, but you have to do it a little bit less. And I said, okay, this is interesting. Tell me more. And then come to find out he was a very high up exec for a company. I won't say the name of the company, but guy did very well in life. And he said, listen, you can do well, but you can also teach other people how to do it. But in your mind, you got to get out of your own way. And I said, you know what? From this day forward, you got it. I'm going to do that. And since that day, I've done it. I have 3X. So what is my advice to you? Get out of your own head. Wellness medicine does work in some cases. Also, make sure you get as much information as you can. Always go see 1 or 2 doctors, at most 3 or 4 doctors, right? Get different ideas, different concepts. Just because they all studied the same thing, even at the same school, doesn't mean they have the same philosophies. That's my truth for you today. Let me know what you got to think in the comments.